What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of Draft to Glory. Yesterday we ended up winning the draft, you guys smashed a thumbs up, so I thought I'd bring you another draft straight away. The more you want to see the Draft to Glory, the more likes you drop on it. That would be absolutely awesome. Let's get into the draft. 15,000 coins are entering. We're up to 72k coins. I've still got 23 or 20, maybe 20 items on the transfer list, which is pretty damn decent. Definitely going to go with the 4-2-3-1 wide. My favourite formation so far this year in FIFA. So 57,000 coins we had there, guys. Remember that, because I want to see if we can get more by the end of it. I'm tempted to use Inform Hulk here. Now, obviously, Draft to Glory is about winning the draft, and picking Ronaldo or Messi would give us the best options for that. But this Inform Hulk card just looks so damn good that I really want to try it. Even if I just put him on the bench and bring him on as a sub, that could have been a mistake, but yeah, I just really want to try Inform Hulk. So we're going to go with a Brazilian theme, I guess. Gabriel there at striker. Any Brazilians that we can get? Oh man, this is nice. So we could go with Tyson, 4-star skill moves, good pace, good dribbling, nice shooting and passing. Or we could go with Firmino, who's 4-star skill moves as well. Not really better in any stat except passing. I definitely think I'm going to take Tyson on that one. Now a Neymar here at left mid would be fantastic. We get Wijnaldum, Gaetan, Asamoah, Crondelli, and Musa in form. So we have got our striker from the Brazilian league. What other leagues have we got? We've got the Ukraine league and the Russian league. So we've got a full mix right now, which means I'm going to go with let me go with Asamoah from Syria and just see if we can just build into Syria, you know, down that left-hand side. But again, we're looking for Brazilians. There are no Brazilians. There is no Syria. Really should have gone BBVA. I might go with Krychowiak here. Iborra is actually good, though. Krychowiak is just better, isn't he? Krychowiak is just better. And if we could get ourselves Tremoulinas, something like that at left back, that'd be fantastic. There's Gaia there from the BBVA. We've got a Russian league, so we don't need that. So we're going to have to get a better left mid. Hopefully a Neymar will pop up on the bench, which would be fantastic. Oh my god, Inform Boateng. He doesn't fit with anyone, but he's Inform Boateng. There's no Brazilian. We could go with Chiellini. No, we're not going with that style. We could go with Mustafi, who does fit on that team. And I do like Inform Mustafi. I think he's a fantastic player. I've used him on stream quite a lot. Again, we're getting pretty lucky here. Might go with Bravo there. Why not? Could go with Leno, that German link. I'm actually going to go with Leno with that German link. And then if we get like a Boateng again here in the centre-back spot, then we'll take him. So we've got some, oh, Brazilian. Perfect. What's his pace looking like? Terrible pace, but we're taking him for that Brazilian link with Hulk. So another Brazilian here, and we're in good shape. And we get a Brazilian as well, and it's Luis Gustavo. We could go with Sergio Busquets. Doesn't link with it. We're going to have to go with Gustavo because he just gives links to everyone. So we're going to get like a minimum of 7 chem between people here. Naldo here will be fantastic. Or an Alex. Another Brazilian. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go full Brazilian where possible. So we're missing 4 Brazilians. 5 Brazilians we're missing. We've got potential here. We have got potential to get a great club. Could go with Farman. Again, doesn't really work out too well. Like, you know, one link is the best we're going to get here. The German link is there. The Bundesliga, the BBVA. We'll go with Bravo just in case we change that centre-back and right-back side of things. There is another Brazilian with Adriano on the left-back spot. Or we could go with Perez on the right-back spot, who's just got a much better card. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to go with Perez there on the right-hand side. Gives Alex another link as well. So Alex is one link closer to getting that full chem. And we got ourselves another right-back. We get Maicon, another Brazilian. No one else in this team actually fits anywhere. So I don't mind taking Maicon and putting him in at right back and getting the 1 chem back. So we're up to 88 chem. It's that left midfield spot that's the most important right now to try and get correct. There's nothing in there that works for us, so we'll take Lanzini just to put him on the bench and hopefully again pick up a. There's another Brazilian. Cam isn't what I'm really looking for. We could go with. Wait, no, Motta doesn't work. Schneiderlin doesn't work. The French. Nolito does work, doesn't he? We're going to take Nolito. He boosts our chem by 3 there. Again, just putting some nice chem. So 7 chem is the minimum. I'm actually happy with 7 chem as a minimum. I don't mind playing with people on 7 chem. Oh man, wait a minute. Oh man, what do we go with here? Do we go with Neymar to link up with the striker and the cam? Or do we go purple Ronaldo and just throw him in at that left mid spot and play him on. Yeah, we got to go. We got to stick to our guns. We've got to stick to our guns. We've got to take Neymar. Neymar was who I wanted, and look at that. That puts most people up to 10 and just 3 on 7 chem now, which isn't too bad because we've still got a lot of spaces to fill in. Zabaleta there, Higuain, Tremoulinas, Musa, Mertens. I'm tempted to get Tremoulinas. It doesn't really help anything, I guess. He does help anything. He gives Krychowiak the better chem, but it loses the chem for inform Mustafi. That's not too bad. That isn't too bad. So we'll see where we are at the end of the team. Witsel there could be a good one to put in at that CM spot instead of oh no, Hulk already gets full chem. Oh, nice. So we can literally just pick here for the sake of the game. We'll go with Fekir for the sake of the game. 4 spots to go. Rafinha right back. Not interested in Rafinha. Maicon for me is better. Pascal is irrelevant. Valencia is irrelevant. Aspas. See, I could take Aspas and test him up front for chemistry. No, we lose 6 chem if we put Aspas up front. Although he has got still a crazy good card. Last year his card was good as well. I had a lot of fun with him last year. And this year the same. Who do we get in the next position? We get left back Jefferson. Not the inform, unfortunately. But we do get the left back Jefferson. We also get Moya, who doesn't really help. I don't need Jefferson. I don't need Brazilians on that side. So again, this is about who the best player is. We could go over Abate there just in case we can get anyone else in the team. We get Kieran Gibbs, Samiras, Lukaku, Gamez. We'll go with Lukaku in this position. The team's finished okay. Probably made a mistake going Brazilian based. But it's not the end of the world. We've got an okay team. I definitely think the chemistry, do we want a better 2-7 chem centre backs, or we could go with a 10 chem centre back and a 7 chem CDM. I don't know which one to go with really. I'll get rid of that right back. Perez doesn't change anything in the right back spot. The goalkeeper is fine. That's the best chem we're going to get. Let's put Lukaku on the bench for Tremoulinas there. I actually want to keep Tremoulinas on the bench, so we'll get rid of Bravo. So the goalkeeper as well is like largely irrelevant. Who do we want, Leno or Bravo? We're going to go with Leno. If I would have taken that Boateng, it would have been actually much better in the end. Although we didn't get we got Boateng or Mustafi, but Boateng here would have been good because he would have linked with Mustafi, Leno, and Gustavo, which would have been great. But I'm quite happy with this team. Not over the moon with it. But 7 chem is the worst chem. And now if we can get a Brazilian manager, that would obviously help. And then a Brazilian manager from the BBVA. No, there is no Brazilian manager from the BBVA. So we're going to go with this guy, which should boost a few of the guys onto 8 chem. We get a 182 overall team rating. We actually get 100 chem out of the team as well, which is pretty damn awesome. Let's take a look at how the chemistry finishes up. So yeah, 8 chem, 8 chem, 7 chem, 7 chem, and then 10 chem across the board. We've ended up got quite a nice team. The striker's going to be okay. Gabriel there, 82 pace, 77 dribbling, and 75 shooting. It is not bad. 3-star, 3-star, and of course we can bring on anyone from Fekir, Asamoah, Nolito, or Lukaku as a substitute, either up front or on the wings, and then put, say, either Hulk or Neymar up front middle way through the game. This is the team though, guys. Let's get into the gameplay. Okay, guys, as we get into the gameplay, the first team we come up against is a very interesting 57 chem, 84 rated team. He's gone for player ability, I guess, over chemistry. He actually could have improved his chem a little bit, I think, from that team, but he decided against it, and that's totally okay. You know, I've seen some people play with these sort of teams before and they've been effective, but for this guy, it wasn't really effective. I mean, he was an okay player, and 30 minutes into the game, it was quite even, but I managed to get myself a penalty, and this genuinely is the penalty edition. You'll see as the episode goes on, the amount of penalties in today's video is insane. And Neymar here steps up to take the penalty, puts it top right. And after I got that goal lead, this guy kind of fell apart. It became very easy to play against him. And even though it was quite easy and I was creating chance after chance, the story of my day was kind of not being able to finish my chances. You see here, it took me until the 85th minute before I did manage to get the second goal, go 2-0 up against this guy. And then, as per usual in FIFA, at that point, everything seemed to hit the back of the net. So a few more minutes later, we get lucky ball here, falls to a Hulk. I tried to flick it and volley. The volley got blocked, but then the ball dropped back to Hulk. He hits it on the half volley, and it goes in the back of the net. And I was impressed with Hulk during this trip through the draft again. You know, he was very good. Second game, we come up against a guy with a 4-3-2-1 team. Now, this guy was unbelievable at FIFA. It wouldn't surprise me if he was a Division 1 winner. It wouldn't surprise me if he just spams a draft to get like free packs, essentially. He was so good. I was hanging on for dear life, and 30 minutes into the game, I got such a lucky break. I come down the left-hand side here with Neymar, and I kind of duped him with Neymar. I didn't really have many attacks at this point. This could potentially have been my first time even in his box. He lunges in with his centre-back, and I get myself another penalty. First goal of the game, first chance of the game. It's a penalty again. Neymar steps up again, and Neymar once again will put this one into the back of the net. But I'm thinking in this game, I'm only 1-0 up. I was like kind of relieved. I was like, okay, all I have to do now is defend this lead, and I'm into the final. The semi-final. Happy days. A few minutes later, I get a throw-in, literally straight after the kickoff. He lunges in again with Jack Wilshere, gets a red card, and it really bemused me because it's only the 37th, 38th minute. I'm only 1-0 up, and I had barely had the ball. This guy was all over me. He should have been, 1, 2, 3 goals up before I even scored. Off the back of that, he just lost the plot. From that free kick that I got from Wilshere getting the red card, we go into the box with Gaia. Ball falls to Hulk. Hulk puts it in the back of the net again. We go 2-0 up, and at this point I'm thinking, yeah, guaranteed semi-final now. He's got 10 men, I'm 2-0, and it's going to be easy. And into the second half, he did try. He brought on Ronaldo. He made a few substitutes. He tried for like the first 20, 30 minutes of the second half. But eventually, the numbers game told, and we got into the box here very easily with Gabriel. Take a shot, get a really lucky deflection, back to Gabriel, go 3-0 up. And, it was just one of those games for this guy. It's one of those games that I know you guys experience. I know what I experience all the time, where you're the better player, and you know you deserve to win the game, but things just don't go your way. And here we go with yet another penalty. So the third penalty already of this episode, and we're only into game 2. Neymar steps up, and he once again puts this one away. So I go 4-0 up against this guy in basically the 90th minute, and we move on into the semi-finals against a guy we didn't really deserve to beat. Now into the semi-final, we come up against another really weird team, just no chem. I just don't get it. I don't understand why people play with these weird teams where they just pick weird players to fit in the positions and don't really give a shit about chem. But with 53 chem, I was thinking if this guy's made it to the semi-final, I don't know if the draft is seeded or not. I've been told it has been, I've been told it hasn't been, I've been shown proof that it both has been and hasn't been. But as per usual, 34 minutes into the game, it was a really, really even game. This guy was very good, and I feel like if he had a proper team, he would have actually been ahead by now. You know, he was creating so many good chances against me, and I got another penalty. First attempt of the game, first goal of the game. Neymar steps up, takes a penalty, scores a penalty, and as you know, you can see by the score, it's 1-0 with 75th minute, and once again, the game's just so even. Like, honestly, it's so even. I was lucky to be 1-0 up. We get another penalty, so this is now the 5th penalty of the episode in game 3. Hulk gets taken down in the box. Neymar steps up to take this one. He dispatches it perfectly, bang down the middle. We go 2-0 up, and with 10 minutes to go, I'm thinking, yep, no problem now. I'll be able to hang on for 10 more minutes. We'll be able to go into the final, no problem. But guess what? Another penalty. I bring down Ronaldo in the box. Silly challenge. Not one that I tried to make. I actually tried to change the course of the run with the player, but it just didn't happen. And he puts it back in the back of the net to make it 2-1. So 6 penalties in 3 games. And we go into the final with a 2-1 win. Come up against the final. He's got a really good team. In form of Aubameyang, in form Kagawa. And this game was kind of a really low point for me. I played really, really bad, and I felt like, just like in that second game where I beat someone who was better than me, in this game I felt like I lost to someone who was worse than me, and I realised that I probably just ruined that for you guys because you now know that I've lost. But with this game again, I start the game off with yet another penalty. I get brought down in a box with Hulk. And this is how I knew it was going to go wrong for me this game. I could feel like things just weren't right. It was a little bit laggy. There was a bit of maybe button lag. But Neymar takes a penalty. Great save from the keeper. So it stays at 0-0. But the 7th penalty in 4 games there. And it just seemed to me in this game, just silly mistakes were costing me. A silly pass in midfield, and he plays 2 balls. Andy Carroll somehow manages to pop it in from 40 yards, 35 yards. And, I could just feel everything going against me. Once again here, the defender should have had that. Aubameyang comes through. Leno with the save. Hits the post again. Falls to his player instead of one of my defenders. We go 2-0 down at half-time. We did manage to pull one back in the second half, and I did put pressure on him for the whole second half. I was, you know, by far and away the better player. All he was doing was hitting me on the counter-attack. But he managed to prove to be successful in what he was doing. He did manage to beat me, so we lost in the final 2-1, which was disappointing. But we're going to go on now, guys, and see what we get in our pack. So, guys, there we have it. We lost in the final. Now, I've got mixed feelings about the final because I don't necessarily think I deserve to get to the final. The guy in the quarters was way better than me and just fell apart after that red card. And the guy in the semis was also very, very good. And I came up against two teams that had just like no chem, where they just put players in just the positions only. And they were really, really tough games. Into the final, I missed a penalty early on, I missed a couple of sitters early on, and it just felt like everything was going against me in that game. And it's a game that, out of the 4 games that I played, I actually felt like I was more dominant in the final than in any other game, but I unfortunately didn't get the victory. So we end up getting the prize for losing in the final. Not too bad, you know, second consecutive final. Yes, we missed out this time on the main prize, but we'll see what we get. We get a premium gold players pack and a jumbo premium gold pack. So a 25k pack and a 15k pack. That's not too bad. I am not salty about losing the final, but just disappointed in myself. You know, I felt like, especially his second goal, was just so much luck. Like a couple of bounces, deflections in the box, and it pops back to his player out of anyone else. But I could have played better. I didn't play better. Let's see what we get in these packs. So we're looking for about 10 to 12k in total from these packs to at least break even from this draft. And we start with a left back from Zenit, which is going to be Crescito. Now, I don't think he sells for anything. I don't think any of these guys sell for anything. So we get Crescito. What's funny is, right, I've got 5 rare players in this pack. In the 25k pack that we've got, we can get a maximum of 3 rare players, and 2 of those could potentially be silver. So I'm going to send him and him to the trade pile. I don't think they sell for anything, but you just never know. I'll send the 2 managers to the trade pile. The contracts, of course, the fitness cards, a nice squad fitness there. Is going to be very nice. So we'll send all of that to the trade pile. We're going to discard the rest because it doesn't go for anything. So we make back 3k, probably with the other discards, maybe 5 to 6k back off of that pack. We needed probably about 11 to 12k in total to bring us back up. So we need about 4 to 5k minimum off of this pack just to break even. And we get in the pack, we get a centre midfield from Lazio. It's going to be Parolo. That's not bad. He's not a crazy good player. Look at that. As I said, one of the players is silver. Wisdom might be worth something, even just 1,000 coins. He is indeed worth about 1,000 coins. Oh no, there's one 750, 650, 750. Okay, he's being price fixed. It looks like he'll go for it. Yeah, about 400 or 500 coins. I'll list him up for 600. But in general, this pack not great. Tabanu might go for a little bit. We'll send him trade pile. Bemba might go for a little bit. We'll send him to the trade pile. And Parolo goes for about 1,000 to 1,200 coins. We'll discard the rest. So after everything will be sold, we'll probably just about break even. It goes to prove again that the FUT draft just isn't worth it. Even though we are 70,000 coins, after everything's sold, after all said and done, we'll probably get about 80,000 coins. Which, just for playing FUT draft regularly, is not bad, but we only got that 80,000 coins because of that Diego Costa. If we didn't pack that Diego Costa in that 5k pack, we would have right now, like what, 2,000, 3,000 coins, and we would be out on our butts. And that's with 2 wins, 1 final, 2 semi-finals, and 1 first round loss. You expect a little bit better. That being said, today was another good draft. It wasn't the best team, but it definitely was an interesting draft. Penalties, for me, I got a penalty as the first goal in every round, and I got a penalty in the final, but I couldn't quite finish the game off. I couldn't get the penalty in, I couldn't win the game, so I was quite disappointed with that. But another Draft to Glory episode is done. We're still going to be plodding along. Hopefully we'll be able to get at least 15 or 20 episodes before we run out of coins out of this Draft to Glory, or, you know, eventually get a player good enough that we can sell for a few 100,000 that will just give us basically unlimited draft entries. This is going to be the end of the video though, guys. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, I'm out. Peace.